It's so awesome later in the game when the bat flies out of the
Yeah.
mountain,
Mm-hmm.
crashes through. And I love the overworld, dark world theme
Mm-hmm.
that we hear right here. It's the perfect alternate version of the classic Zelda Hyrule theme song. It's
Yeah.
great.
And I love the idea that certain things that you do in the dark world and the other way around, like they affect each other, so they're actually connected.
Absolutely.
Um,
Is that where they got the idea for Stranger Things? Did you happen to
I'm
watch
sure there's
Stranger Things at all?
I watched the whole thing,
Okay.
and I have no idea what the big deal is.
Yeah,
Every
I
single
felt the same
person
way.
I knew, every person I knew, and everybody I didn't know, told me, "You gotta see Stranger Things. You
Yeah,
gotta
I
see
know.
Stranger Things. Oh, it's so good." I watch it. I'm like, okay, it's all right.
Yeah.
But
It's
it wasn't like a big deal.
it's because it's. I'll tell you why. It's because it's new, and people get hyped up on things that are new. It's not that it's. It like Stranger Things it was a good show. There's nothing wrong with it. But it's not better or worse than anything else that's out there. It's just that it's
Well,
new and people get hyped up over new things and people like to discuss new shit.
There's
So
a-
that's why everybody's talking about it because it's new.
Well, it's current, of course, it's current. But I think a big thing, and what almost everyone says after they told me, "Oh, it's so amazing, you got to see it," was that it's just like an '80s like Stephen King or John Carpenter movie. It's like that it's very kind of retro.
It is retro.
And that is something that of course we do retro stuff.
Absolutely.
So retro appeals to a lot of people. It's sort of like that has a very big there's a nostalgia factor, of course, yeah. But what I saw in the movie didn't look so much like it was made in the '80s. It was set in the '80s.
The TV show.
Yeah, the show. But this monkey that follows you is hilarious, by the way.
Yukiki.
But the title screen, I just want to say, I mean, you got me on a topic about Stranger Things.
Sure.
The title screen is exactly that. The title
Right.
screen is amazing. It looks just like an '80s movie. So
Sure.
that if that's the intention, mission accomplished right there. But the title screen doesn't fit the show. The show is a completely different in tone. It doesn't look like it was shot in the '80s. There's no grain over it, or it doesn't look. You know what I mean?
Right.
It just looks like something that was shot today,
Modern, right?
and it's set in the '80s.
Well, it's like their clothing and like the time period it's set in.
And the monster was all CG. There was
Right.
nothing in that really reminded me of an '80s movie, other than just
some small
the
things
posters
here
in
and
the
there.
background, or like the things that they would use to
Right.
show that it was set in the '80s. But the tone of it didn't feel like an '80s show. It felt like a modern show.
Right.
So I don't really agree with that. I just think the title screen does exactly what everybody said,
Right.
that it was like an '80s thing, but the rest of the show didn't feel like it.
I mean, I agree with that, and I also feel like people are always into whatever's the newest, latest, hippest thing. It's like they're into it.
And of course it was a pretty good show. There was nothing wrong with it. It was just that everybody hyped it up so much that when I did see it, I was disappointed because it wasn't as good as what everyone made it out to be.
Oh, this guy is always funny to fight because it's like you gotta do this. Watch, you gotta shoot it and then you gotta move him in the right place because he moves with you. He's the mirror of you essentially. Okay, so this is the key I've been looking for. Oh fuck, this is not the key. Maybe wait. It's
Nope.
It's this.
All right.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, be the key. Be the key. Be the key. Yes!
Alright.
That's the fucking key I wanted. Alright, now we're good.
This part's cool.
It's awesome. That was a great
There
boss.
you go.
You know, I can really just use the hammer on this.
Oh, you mean you don't need to blow it up?
Well, you can
Do you
use the
still
hammer.
do you still see the thing shatter?
Yeah, like that.
Oh, okay. So as long as we get to see it shatter. Oh fuck.
See, one of the reasons I like to use the bomb is because that doesn't happen. I remember when I did my live stream, I was using the bomb, and people were like, "Just use the hammer." But the problem with using the hammer is that you get closer to the enemy, and then he
Yeah.
walks over you. So when I always did it, my method was to use the bomb.
Yeah, I'd say use the bomb.
Yeah. There we go. It's broken off. Now we just sort them up. Boom.
I love that sound.
fucker. He's a scary end boss.
Yeah.
Frightening. I would not want to see that thing in real life. Crawling around the floor in my house. Alright, and that is level 1 of the Dark World. And level 2 is where we will acquire the hook shot, and it is the dreaded water level. Although, I will say, in Link to the Past, the water level is actually pretty cool. This is one of the parts where the hammer is actually really essential. I'll show you right here. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about already. God. Right here, you can knock these out of the way. Oh, this sound! I love that.
Yeah, that is great.
That clonk. Yeah, and Link's house here turns into a place to buy a bomb.
Yeah.
The giant bomb, but that's later in the game.
Yeah.
Baby Zoras. In the original Zelda, they're called Zolas, actually, because I think it's a misprint in the guide or something.
Zola and Zora. So it traditionally it's Zora now. Like officially it's Zora.
Yeah, well, it's been Zora since since in this game it's Zora. But
yeah, I do remember Zola.
In the first game, and I think they even say Zola in the cartoon. I'm pretty sure. They should bring back Zolas. Maybe Zola is like
another species.
Is like another species underwater. Spending all our money. Thank you. And now
he just barfs it out.
Yeah, he had it like in his stomach.
Yeah.
And you can use them immediately right here. And what's nice is we can now get a little treat for ourselves, which is a heart piece right here. Might as well pick it up since it's right there.
So a water level, which is in Ocarina of Time, isn't the water level known as like one of the hardest ones?
It definitely is. It's known as one of the most annoying levels, or hard, annoying, kind of because of the layout of it and the fact that it's multi-level. You gotta pull switches and you gotta raise water levels and you gotta swim down below, and it's very you have to be able to think in 3 dimensions, kind of. It's kind of like how Captain Kirk is able to defeat Khan in Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. He figures out that Khan can only think 2-dimensionally, so that Kirk and Spock decide to drop the ship and actually go down, and that's how they sneak under Khan to take advantage. In the Water Temple, you have to go down below, and then you got to raise the level, and you got to go up, and it's very kind of convoluted, I guess is the word for it. So I can see why people don't like it. I actually don't. I don't want to say that it definitely bothers me. It's definitely like frustrating. I get frustrated with it too, but it's not like a level like I hate or anything. I don't think it's bad. It's just kind of confusing. I do love that game. It's not my favorite Zelda game, but I always say, I do prefer the top-down Zeldas.
Yeah, this is classic Zelda right here.
It is.
I feel like that's like an alternate style Zelda, even though that became the main style from that point on for the consoles mostly.
Sure.
But this is the way Zelda was always traditionally meant to be.
Yeah. This is the traditional style Zelda, and this is the way
I
prefer Zelda. But I like the 3D style Zeldas, though.
I think you could say Ocarina of Time is the best 3D style Zelda. And actually, even that I'm not quite sure, because I really love Twilight Princess.
I personally really, really love Wind Waker. I love Ocarina of Time. They're all good. Here's the Zelda games I don't really like.
Okay.
The Zelda CDI games, if you even count, if you're even gonna count them.
I wasn't gonna, but okay.
Because they're not like on a Nintendo console.
Yeah.
But throwing those out there, the Zelda Game & Watch games. the Watch.
Well,
Zelda.
Now you're really stretching. Now it's like okay.
I know. Okay, but
I have one of those.
I know if I don't mention those, then And then there's also
the Zelda Game & Watch. You forgot.
Yeah, and then Tingle's Rosy Rupee Land. Terrible.
What was that one?
Tingle is a character that's really creepy, and he's in Wind Waker. But they made his own game out of it, and if you even want to call it a Zelda game, but it's a Zelda character. And then there's like Hyrule Warriors, which is like a totally different style thing. So there's like all those that I don't really care for. Yeah. But as far as like main Zelda games that I don't, that are not that I hate them, but they're just not my favorite. Is I don't really like Spirit Tracks. and I don't really care for Phantom Hourglass. Those I think were pretty weak in the series. But ones that I think are kind of overlooked and are great are actually Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages.
Oh, I haven't gotten to those yet. They're on my list.
Those are good. They're very similar, but the dungeons and the layout of stuff is totally different. So I think it's worth playing both of them.
Okay.
I think they're really good.
All this, I mean, these are all cool, but what I love is
The hookshot's the best thing in the game.
the hook shot.
The hookshot is the best Zelda item.
It probably is.
What's better than the hookshot? Let's go through them. The shield? No. The sword? Sword's got to have the sword, but it's not as cool as the hookshot.
The Pegasus boots are close to me.
Pegasus boots are great because you can run, but they're not as good as the hookshot.
You don't fly through the air with them.
You can kill shit with the hookshot. You can't kill anything with the Pegasus boots.
Oh, you can. I'm going to do it right now. Look.
Yeah, but you had a sword.
Yeah, it was the sword that killed him.
Yeah, but it was a sword. So hook onto all these things.
I love hooking onto stuff.
All over the room. Like, don't leave the room until you get all these, because one of the things has a key, and it might be this one right here,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, see? That's why that's great. So you can go out and around and all that.
There's
No, let's go through the rest of them. So there's the boomerang. So what's cooler? The hook shot, where you can... you can't do that with the boomerang.
The hook shot pretty much does what the boomerang does. So it actually...
It's like an upgraded boomerang.
Yeah, it's like a more awesome boomerang.
It's not something that you see in... The only thing comparable to it is like the Batman's grappling hook. But even Batman's grappling hook, does he really injure enemies with it? I don't think too often, maybe, but like... It's not something that kills things, usually, you know?
Yeah.
So the hookshot is awesome. What other Zelda items? There's the 3 medallions.
Oh, I love the ice rod and the fire rod and all that.
Those are good. I'll tell you why the hookshot is better than the ice rod and the fire rod. You want to know why? Because the ice rod and the fire rod require magic.
Oh, yeah.
The hookshot doesn't require shit. You can use it as much as you want. It's almost like Metal Blade in Mega Man. It's like... It's the best thing.
All right,
yeah,
hook shot
and get him. This is probably, I think, the most fun boss in the game. Again, I'm really jealous. This is my favorite.
Oh, this is a fun
This is my
boss,
favorite one to fight. It's very much like Patra.
Uh-oh.
Use
I will,
the potion.
yeah, I'll
use
do
your
it.
potion. Use it now before you end up getting killed. All right. So that's what you got. So you got to beat it. Get your hook shot on. Get out of there, get out of there. Stay away from him. Basically, just keep your distance from him.
For some reason, I imagine this boss to taste like breaded mushrooms.
He looks like he tastes really good,
doesn't it? These parts right here look like...
You ever have, like, the hot, like, the crispy, like, cheese things as, like, an appetizer at a restaurant? Little, like, the cheese ball things? That's what they taste.
That's what I'm thinking of. Like,
that's what this guy tastes like.
It's like something breaded that's... for some reason, my mind's going to breaded mushrooms.
Yeah, Chili's has a thing that tastes like this guy.
Yeah?
Yeah. I had it the other day. In the middle, it's like little squid.
Yeah, like now that we're talking just the squid, I'm thinking it's more like a scallop. Like the outer hide is kind of like a raw scallop.
Right. I don't know about the eyeball though. I'll probably give that part to you.
Okay.
You can have that.
I'll let you know how it is.
It's good vitamin A. It's good for your eyes. You got to fight this boss, and you got to slice that thing to get into the castle.
Yeah.
So...
You got to fight the...
You get to eat the eyeball.
Okay, I'll eat the eyeball. So the game has a main story, but there's all these little sub-stories that go on, and that was something I always really liked about this game. So here's one of them. There's the brothers who are having the argument. He says, "Now I'm quarreling with my younger brother. I sealed the door to his room." He sealed the door to his room that he was so pissed at him. But now, check it out.
Oh, you don't even need the bomb.
"Did you come from my older brother's room? Is he still angry?" So here am I just caught in the middle of it. I'm being the peacemaker. Oh, so the doorway's open again. Okay. Maybe I should make up with my brother. I always like that. And then at the end, when you see them both waving and they're both standing together like they're friends again now, I always thought that was very charming.
It would be great if you come back to the room like a little bit later and the brother's just dead in the other room. And there's like a knife on the floor.
Oh, man.
My version of the game would be much darker.
Yeah.
Are we
Top
gonna
10 animal abuse.
We're gonna see this.
Should we do it?
All
Alright, let's get it recorded. Let's do it.
It takes a lot of hits. I think it's like,
It really does.
it's like a lot. It's like
Yeah.
It will probably have to sit here for a couple.
I didn't
minutes
know
before
it until
happens.
I read it in Nintendo Power, and that's how I
really?
found out.
That's funny.
And they say like, oh, you hit the chicken 100 times or something. There we
Oh,
go.
wow.
There we go. Uh-oh.
I'm glad we did it, and so we can see
Yeah.
it. It's the next house over.
Okay, I'm just getting away from the chickens.
Okay.
So then you go up, and then here he is. After wandering into this world, I turned into the shape. I enjoyed playing the flute in the original world. There was a small grove where many animals gathered. I want to see that place again. I buried my flute there with some flower seeds. Will you try to find it for me? Yes. Then I will lend you my shovel. Good luck.
So now you travel back to the light world.
Mm-hmm.
Right here will be fine with the magical mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get your shovel.
Yeah.
Oh, it probably doesn't let you right now, right?
Once he goes away, it does.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like right
Kinda like
there.
Somewhere here, right?
Yeah, it's right over
It's
there.
weird how you can remember little things like that.
Now, this is the sad part.
Yeah.
I didn't like this part as a kid. It bothered me.
Because it was kind of sad. Exactly, that's what it was. It like kind of bothered me a little bit, but
Because this cute character with all the animals, now he's dead.
But that's why I like it now that there's actually like some kind of like
Although
story that
there's a happy conclusion, is there not? When you beat the game,
exactly everything resolves at the end of the game. There's always like the every little story has its conclusion at the end of the game. Thank you, Monday, but it looks like I can't play my flute anymore. Please take it. And that's kind of sad too. If by chance you go to the village I lived in, please give it to a tired old man you will find there. Well, my mind is getting hazy. Please let me hear the sound of the flute one last time. But I'm going to play this. I'm going to say this is his father. Yeah, this is my son's flute. Did you meet my son? Where is he? Is he all right? Oh, I see. Well, I can tell what you want to say by the look in your eyes. Wow, that's so sad. That's all you do. Oh, would you keep the flute? Play in the square, I beg of you, please. My son would probably want it this way. But still, I wish I could see him once more.
this is what lets you know where to go to get the bird so that you can travel around the land.
Yeah.
You gotta watch out for that thing. That's one of the worst things in the game because it'll steal your shield. It's like a like.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a James. Likes, if you guys don't know, they're the pancake-style enemies in the original Zelda game. Level 3 in this game is very odd because it's divided into different sections that you can get through shrubs and weird entrances. There's no other dungeon like it in the game. Oh, those guys come alive. Drop down this. Some kind of other entrance. These are all these outdoor entrances. It's so weird. Okay. That's the end.
Yeah, it's an interesting dungeon because it's like above ground and it's full of,
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. It's like outdoor and indoor.
Yeah.
It's like a California mall. You wanted explosions, right? There's your explosion.
Yeah, I was like that. It just plows that whole wall away.
You gotta be careful because you can totally like waste the key right there. I can go right to the end and beat this without any of that shit. Because now that I have the fire rod, we can get into the end entrance. So you have to be careful in Zelda not to waste your keys on things that are, stupid.
That can happen. Yep.
And then you're down one key, and then you have to spend a lot of time searching for, another key.
Like there's no spot where you can actually lose a key and get stuck.
No, there's always a way out of it.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to get through the game a little bit quicker, like we are right now, then you got to watch out for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Here we use the fire rod, and also this is one of these things you only do it once. And
Yes.
I get to do this one at least.
All right,
So here we go.
go.
Ready? Let's watch this bug burn. Oh yeah.
I love how the face lights up, the eyes open.
That's great. All right, here we go. So this is the butterfly. It's Mothra, James.
All right. Look at that face.
It's the Mothra. But what we want to do, fucker. And that's all I have.
Oh, God.
Yes. Fucker, told you I was not gonna do it. This is my favorite part of the game, and you're gonna do it, and I'm so jealous of you. This is literally my favorite part. Here you go. This is how nice of a guy I am. I'm letting him do my favorite part of the game.
All right, so here we go.
You pull
Get
on
that
it.
thing out of the way.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I'm so disappointed.
that was cool. It's so short though.
It's so short, but it's the best thing ever. Grasshoppers. I mean, that's what those are, right? They're grasshoppers.
I mean,
they look like. Well, they don't. They're not hopping around.
Yeah,
though.
they're not hopping, but they're shaped a bit like
Yeah.
them.
I would love to know what those things are called. Somebody in the comments tell me what those are called. You got to do this really quickly. Grab it, and get out. So go.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
go
immediately.
around,
yeah, run around. No, okay. Yeah, you're right. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Whack-a-mole.
Whack-a-mole.
And now that you have that, yeah. Now we just gotta go back up, basically. Nice.
Mm.
Oh shit.
That would have been fun to drop that on him. So this is the monster all along. This is the boss.
You think it's yeah? He's inhabiting our soul or something. It's like an exorcist. Get above him, and just hit his head. Gotta be careful about it. Then.
Yeah. What? Shield's good though.
He goes back.
Oh,
yeah.
you know what I should totally do?
Use your do it quickly too. Good. Just fuck him up. Go above him and hit his head. Or to the side or something. I think there's one more after this, yeah.
Okay.
Just wait for it. This is the last one. Go get him, James. That's why I say get above, because like his laser goes
yeah.
Oh no, this part he moves all over.
Oh, this could
Use your thing.
Oh, I gotta use another one. Shit.
It's alright, you just use it quickly. Kill him. Good.
Totally wasted that
Well,
hard
whatever.
thing. Yeah.
Alrighty. So that is level 3. Or I'm sorry, level 4 now. So we're doing pretty well.
Yeah. Is there any explanation anywhere about why these labyrinths exist anywhere? Other than it just being a video game.
Right.
I mean, like,
Well,
what
okay.
purpose?
Why do old buildings exist in real life? Because there was some kind of old
temple or
civilization or some kind of old culture that existed. So I always thought that the temples in Zelda were some kind of old society of people or something. But now Ganon has taken over the world and everything's now become evil because he's got the magical powers over everything. So that was my thought, is that just because his power is, taking everything over. Wow, that was the waste of a fucking key right there.
Yeah, it was.
That was a big mistake by me.
We got some rupees.
Yeah, great. But this has to open, so I got it.
It's probably
boy.
the explanation for why any of it exists is probably just as much as the real labyrinth on the island of Crete.
Okay.
So that's where King Minos had this labyrinth, and I don't know if all the stories are true. I mean, especially the Minotaur. I mean, I don't think the Minotaur was actually real, but
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, obviously.
I mean, who knows? It could have been. But they found the labyrinth, so it actually is like a thing that was there.
I'm gonna go this way. This is where the item is. And you know how you do this? I'll show you right here. Watch this.
Yeah, that's
That.
awesome.
And here you go. There's the treasure chest. And that cane is really helpful. If you have that, which we do now, it makes it much, much easier to get through level 5. Because there's one certain part where...
I know exactly what you're talking about now. As soon as you said that, that was why I always felt the ice level was so difficult, was because there's that part with that block and that to push and it drops through like a hole or something, right?
Yeah.
And
you can do it without it.
Yeah.
But it's a bitch to do it that way, so I just always come here first.
That's right.
Fuck them up! Tap
Too
that
many
button!
eyes! Too many eyes!
The eyes have it.
Wow! Because I'm not looking up there, but it must take
Gotta
like
use your
half...
peripheral vision.
It has to take half your energy in one hit.
Fuck them up.
I'm just going to be cheap like this and just...
I don't think that's cheap. Do whatever you gotta do to win. Wouldn't you be doing that if you were fighting a giant eyeball?
Yeah, I guess. If that next time that happens, yeah, that's what I'll do.
I think they used this shot in one of the Zelda commercials.
I just have to say, I think there's an easier way to beat that guy, and I just don't fucking remember. It's like a loaf of bread. They're just flattening a piece of bread. That's all they're doing.
It looks like a loaf of bread.
It's just like a big loaf of French bread, and they're just smashing it. Oh, you
boy.
Oh, fucking shit. This little thing. Little thing! Did you see how many times I missed him? Play that back. Look, that was ridiculous.
Ether.
Yeah.
If you have Quake, it actually kills them. But this is actually possibly even better because it gives you all this magic and shit. So.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You gotta hit this. Yeah, weren't that slick?
Shit.
You gotta hit the switch in the bottom left.
God damn it.
It was a good idea though. It was a damn good idea.
Fucking shit.
I'll give you credit. You get a credit point from me.
Okay.
The only thing I don't like about this video is I can't reference Zelda because we're playing Zelda.
You can't reference Zelda because we're playing it. You know how you do this part right here? It's kind of like in Zelda.
Yeah, this reminds me of Zelda for some reason. There. Alright. Game over. That's all I fucking needed. Check out this shit. Level 5 boss. Good night. And we've got the blue tunic, so that's good. What do you think this guy tastes like?
Oh, well, this one I wasn't really thinking of a taste,
Boom.
but you needed full magic. It's fucking ridiculous.
Magic, yeah.
Brutal. Now this one, but now that you mention it, I imagine it's kind of like Fluffernutter a little bit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They look like popcorn to me. I know they're pink, but they kind of look like currently,
Like a cotton candy.
Oh, cotton candy.
I feel like there should be more of a range of weapons that are effective. Yeah, because then
there might be other things you could use on him.
Yeah. But it seems like most of the time you try something else and it doesn't work. You know how like in the Mega Man bosses, like certain items
That's
hurt
what Mega
them
Man's
more
all
and more.
about, yeah.
Yeah, and here it's usually you know exactly what item to use. Like it's usually like one answer, but I like it when there's like a bunch of different possibilities. That maybe this hurts them more, maybe this, and you have to try.
Some
them
of
out.
the things do that, like the level 2 water boss. You had to use the hook shot on, but that is the level 5 boss, and now we're gonna go on to. We did level 6, so we're gonna do level 7, which is Turtle Rock.